Well, I'm back, and here we are with a little bit of Sekiro again, and I don't think there's really much I can do at the moment, aside from try and finish up this game. Where am I at? I don't really have any skill points. Okay. That's too bad. I kind of wanted that last emblem upgrade, but I guess that's alright if I don't get it. Don't really feel like grinding, trying to get that. Anyway, last time we streamed this, we were doing a little bit of ending prep, and I was just making sure that everything was gonna go according to plan. And I think we kind of, pretty much got it there. There is one thing I sort of want to take a look at here, though. Let's see. So I don't know what the endings are called or whatever it is, but I do know that with the guide I was following, which was spoiler free for the most part, I don't know, it sort of revealed a couple like boss fights, I think, but that's okay. It is the most complicated ending to get, so whatever ending that is, that's the one I'm gonna be doing. So from the looks of things, it looks like we are going out, and we gotta go head back to the Ashina Palace. And boy, I gotta fight those two bastards that are blocking my way. And then after that, they were talking about Genichiro, so probably another fight with him. Not really looking forward to it, but I was waiting for that to happen. Man, I had this thing running for like a good 10 minutes to make sure that it would shut off at some point, but it never did until I finally started streaming. Oh good, lump of grave wax. Okay. There's something I was mildly interested in here because I've since heard about the two older women, two old ladies that were found here. And they have some connection to the Great Carp caretaker, which I don't know if we've covered yet on stream. Not too sure. And I'm not really too sure where the other old lady is. I remember... oh, you know what? I remember where she is. She's inside the building. Or at least... boy, they have like multiple spots. I don't know if she appears in multiple areas, if it's all the same person, or what's going on. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. It just occurred to me that there was one of those things that's hanging out on the shoreline. Damn it. I didn't know that enfeebled like kills you immediately if you're in the water. I guess it makes sense. It's supposed to take away your youth and vigor, so swimming is a bit of a task. You know what? I'm gonna go back. Oh man, so there were these two old women that were in this area, and then one of them was talking about, needing to open up the palace gates because she had business there. I did that, and then I found her on the inside stabbing away at those creatures, talking about something about her father and how they had lied to him, and there was like promises of nobility and this and that and whatever, just like in a rage. And then she collapsed and died, which looks like they're alive for a second and then they immediately die. I was gonna say I'd come back in here and then they're just permanently dead, which I guess is still the case. It's just they had to render in like alive. But anyway, there she is. But I swear I saw another one out somewhere else. I just don't know where she is. Maybe I should take a look elsewhere. Let's see. Let's take a look at the feeding grounds real quick. Because apparently they have some sort of connection with this dude here. Maybe he's the father. Who can say? I don't know. All in all, it's pretty meaningless, but at the same time, I don't think this stream is going to be taking too long, so I'll pad it with what I can. Okay. I think that's in relation to this. So what we could do here is we could ring this bell. And then the great carp comes. And then we can feed him the bait that we've been picking up. And that's good enough for me. What was happening was I'd go back and I'd talk to him and then he'd give me some scales. But now it just says this over and over again, so... Okay then. I guess that's, kind of a dialogue block. The good thing is that now swimming in the underground, not that I need to, although I did go back and pick up a couple items that I missed, but, swimming in the underground cavern area where he frequents, he doesn't attack you now, so I guess feeding him has made him friendly. Now there was a couple... other things I don't think we covered on stream, but when talking to the pot nobles, after seeing that I've been to the Divine Realm, they make a comment about feeding the carp a truly precious bait. Shit. Okay. I thought he'd fire a projectile at me, but I guess not. There you go. Okay, yeah, alright, she's still in here. So, hello.
中庭は鬼門です。そしてもし我が父にまみえたならどうか恋の呪縛から解き放ってあげてください。ずっとずっとただ餌をやり続ける、そんな永遠は父の望みではありませんでした。
Okay, so the same thing. Okay, so that's the connection. He actually is you are the father. Okay, well I could free him from the bewitching powers because I know what this bait does, because I was warned ahead of time. But it looks like I can't do anything else with the carp anyway, because every time I feed it, I just get the same result. I'm not getting anything else out of it. And, you know, I'd hate to, willfully kill something, but, you know, it's got this guy under a spell, and willfully kill something that's, relatively friendly to me, but... Okay, sure. Okay. Oh, alright. Okay, so what I was told was that the truly precious bait would actually kill it. I expected something a little bit different to happen, but, I don't know. I guess let's go check out the cave area that he's usually at. Maybe it's weakened. Maybe I need to fight it. He's still there. Obviously. Yeah, I think he's friendly still. Huh. Man, I don't know. I don't even know if this whole situation is worth even looking into, but it just had me curious. But that didn't seem to do anything. Maybe if I go back to the noble that I got the bait from. And he is at the Hirata Estate. I'm just gonna hit up that one. I think it's a little bit closer anyway. Oh no, it isn't actually. Whatever. Less likely to get into a scuffle with someone, I guess. So there's that. Let's see. Oh, hey, what's this? Oh my god. That doesn't look right. I guess it does look like a smaller version of the Great Carp, though, which has like a weird sort of face on it. I don't got anything else, dude. Or I guess it. Oh, okay. I could buy that. I could buy another. Oh no. Never mind. I get a lapis lazuli. Okay. I got one there. Okay. So the only thing that he has is the dragon's blood droplet, which I don't really need. And he's got a lapis lazuli. I'd rather save up and do that, but it's like... I can't help you, man. I don't have any more scales. I don't even know where you're supposed to get any more than that. It was an odd predicament. I wonder what happened to the other one then. Let's go find out. It's actually probably still there. But I wonder if the Great Carp is gone now. I don't know. This thing's got me interested, but there's so much going on where I need to like travel to and fro, so who can say, I guess. Oh, pot fell over. Oh, is he? I guess he's dead. Or something. Is there anything else I could do with that? Damn. I think he's supposed to give you bait too. So, if I gave... Oh shit, alright. Damn it. I'm just starting to realize, if I gave the bait that probably came from him to the fish, then the other one would have died. I guess that's why he ends up with the inventory of the now dead one. Thing is, this one that died is a lot easier to access, so... Oh, you moved. Yeah, nothing I can do. Okay. Yeah, I could ring the bell. Nothing? Let me rest, see if things change. Okay. Alright, so I know where the carp ends up. Which is a very strange place. I don't even know how you'd find it unless you were just backtracking. But we need to go here. You would think it would have just died in its cave or whatever, but I guess there's a, I don't know, a hole, some sort of tunnel. Oh yeah, there it is. Oof. Yeah, it's big too. It seems bigger out of the water. Great white whisker. Oh hey, trophy. Great colored carp. Priceless white whisker taken from the great colored carp. While a great carp is naturally immortal, if killed, its whiskers can be plucked. The sound of the whisker being removed is surely music to the ears of certain people. Some would feel relief at the sound of their mission being completed, others the joy of having their heart's desire granted. Take a little step in there. Guess not. Wouldn't have been too surprised if it just closed its maw right then and there. Okay, so I guess now let's go see him. Or maybe I should give it to the pot noble. He's got his own whiskers now, yeah? Okay. Let's see, maybe I give him this. It does give me an option to do something. Keep great one. I'll just give it to him. Yes. Oh, good. Thought for a moment he might go into like a violent rage. Divine Grass. Oh. Yeah, alright, I guess. I'm getting more scales or anything. That probably would have been more helpful. Oh, look. Oh, is he dead? Oh, hi.
お疲れ様でした、父様。永遠などなくとも、私も姉様もずっと一緒ですよ。だから休みましょう、父様。
Okay. I guess that's it. That's sort of depressing, but I don't know. I guess it was sort of relief on everybody involved, for the most part. So there is that. Okay. It's just a shame that the other sister, I don't know, maybe she was happy to go into blood-fueled rage. I guess I will just go check on the now pot noble carp man. See if there's anything more to do with him. If I get anything out of it. An odd side quest, to say the least, but yeah. I guess I'm glad I did it. I wonder if I could kill him. But then at the same time, I guess killing him would probably mean I won't be able to purchase anything anymore, so that's probably not a good thing. No, nothing. Not even getting any additional rewards. I don't want to buy the droplet just because, if anything, if I want to get anything else, I want the lapis lazuli. That's required to get the final upgrades for your prosthetic tools, which I have one. And I don't know. You need fulminated mercury for a lot of other stuff when it comes to the later upgrades, which is hard to come by. I've only found so much of it just lying on the ground. I have had it drop from, I want to say like the gunmen are the only ones that I've had it drop from, so, and they're a pain in the ass. I like to actually get through them. A lot of times it's just a numbers game. It's terrible. Anyway, one of the other things that we noticed here was that I go back to the dilapidated temple and the sculptor is gone. So now I got to do all my upgrades on my own. However, we sort of do get a conclusion to his story, sort of. I guess I'll go try to find that now. I want to get everything covered before we actually start launching the end of the game here. Okay, so let's go to the Ashina Outskirts and the Flames of Hatred. So basically, when I was working my way up through the castle and then through the outskirts, outwardly, you know, just seeing if there's anything else I could do, a good portion of the outskirts has been closed off. So you can't travel to some of the places, and then you can't access a lot of the sculptor idols that you were previously able to access. But once you get to a full dead end, which is sort of kind of like at the start of the game, there, I think it was red, there was a sculptor idol and it was pure red, and it takes you here to a place called the Flames of Hatred, which is just the battleground that's right before the Ashina Palace gates. And there is a massive demon just swinging away and killing a lot of the militiamen. And so you have to go and fight him, and he is one hell of a boss. My god, I don't think I've had as much trouble with any other boss as I did with this one. And it was a problem. Maybe Lady Butterfly, just because I went to her way too early. Still managed to do it. But yeah, fought him. It was a rough battle. Managed to defeat him. And then, let's see, go in here, there's this lady here. Let's see what she says.
あんた覚えておきな。遠さはもう積もる先を失った戦が続けば世はもっとひどいことになるだろう。だからってあんたが代わりになることはないんだよ。
Okay. Well, there's that. She did have a different set of dialogue when you first come and talk to her. She's like, do you not know who the one-armed demon was? And then the wolf says no. And she's like, well, perhaps for the best. And then I got to thinking, yeah, the demon did have one arm. And then I got to thinking, oh yeah, the sculptor had one arm, because he gives you the prosthetic. And then I got to thinking that, oh yeah, he mentioned previously that it was Ishin that cut off his other arm for his benefit. I believe he says something like, it was for the sake of the Asura, which I don't know too much about, like Japanese legend or anything like that, but the Asura demon, something that you usually see comes out with like great hatred. So something overtook him, and it ended up consuming him, and apparently transformed him into that demon. So that's too bad. But we put an end to it. There was a little bit of dialogue from the demon of hatred when you kill him. He says something like, "Thank you, wolf," and I think that was about the extent of it. I also got this memory from the hate demon. Battle memory of an extraordinary foe. Although distant, a recollection of such a memory provided sustenance for the wolf. A man who failed to become Shura instead became a vessel for the flames of hatred. Oh, okay. I guess Shura is different from Asura. As fate would have it, he was bound stubbornly to this world. It wasn't until he became a demon that he was finally able to depart for the next. Alright, well. Slightly different on what I was had in mind, but basically, essentially the same thing. I don't know why he would have died, or maybe he just went into full rage mode after seeing Ashina get attacked, and maybe he even got word of Ishin dying. But that's how it goes. Let's go into Kuro's room, I guess. See if we can work our way back down. Actually, I have the idol. I think unlocked right where I need to be, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just see if anything is happening with Emma. Or anything additional.
Kuro様は抜け穴より場外に脱しました。月見楼がある水の手クルワの堀、その終端にある抜け穴に向かってください。すすきの原であなた一心様の命にて豊かののろしをたどり、お主は今しばらく一心様のおそばに。わかった。すみません。お酒は今はクロ様を。
I mean, it was an option. I guess she's the only one of the three that you can give a drink to. That's remaining, though. Probably not in the best interest. Okay, well, let's see. It's the reservoir, I believe. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do for this. This seems worse than fighting Genichiro again. It's gonna be a hell of a thing trying to fight him if he's gonna be out there, though. We'll eavesdrop again and see if I missed any dialogue or if there's anything additional, but I think we gotta fight these two and then work my way back down. Okay. So yeah, they definitely do talk about Genichiro, and then we're blocked. Let me see something over here. I could just move on. I wonder if they're... Okay. It's like I didn't need to fight them, I suppose. good because they were a pain in the ass, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and see. Let me get this idol first, just in case something goes wrong. I don't feel like doing it. Good, good. Okay. Kind of gonna get that item down there. Let me go do that. Just because I'm curious to see what it is. Oh, just some pellets, alright. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I could do here. What I would like to see is if there's any way I can possibly backstab one of them. Be nice if I could go around, but it looks like that branch is fallen off. Hold on. Chance. This might be my opportunity. Let's see. I'm not gonna leave it up to chance. Let's do, what is it? Oh, nice. That didn't work. Oh, fire. Shit. I killed quick. Oh, I can't jump over him? Come on. Oh, jeez. No, don't change the camera on me. Ah. Man, if I didn't roll into the fire that first time around, things would probably be a lot better. This son of a bitch does so much health damage. Jesus. I wonder if the, Maybe. Oh yeah. Jesus. Okay, I think it's doable. I just had a bad run-in that first time around. Because then I probably could have had the samurai dude. I wonder if he's going to be there a second time. He wasn't technically a boss. I was actually surprised that you could puppeteer him. Alright, I think I'm going to try it. One more time at least. Probably has no benefit to me unless there's an additional prayer bead sitting there, then I get like a full health improvement upgrade thing. But otherwise, I don't know. I mean, I definitely get one from the Seven Spears. Despite the fact that I beat him before, I'm kind of pissed off that he came back. That wasn't right. Well, let's make the most of it, and oh, hey, fulminated mercury. I need that. Sometimes that happens and it just pisses me off. But it's like the marker will show up red. It's like, okay, you could definitely deathblow this person, and then it just changes its mind. Ah, forget it. You're just gonna do some strikes. Also, I forgot I had that equipped. I don't know if that affects bosses, but if it does, that probably is not helping me. Actually, this guy's just a regular ass enemy, so it's like... I don't know. Seems like he didn't do as much. Oh shit. I didn't know he'd turn around. Damn it, he died. That's just gonna happen regardless. You know what? I do have that. What the? Oh. That time to dodge, I guess. you know, dodging back should still count. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, damn it, I had it. I was too focused on the posture meter. Shit. Man, fire is not my friend today. I didn't even know that I was standing in the flames. Oh, boy. Okay. Like I said, it's definitely doable. It's just... pain in the ass. I don't know why you can't grapple onto that when you're jumping. I think I got a lot of these. What are you doing? Attack him. Jeez. Already dead? Damn fire, Jesus. No, what are you doing? I'm not used to his moveset either. So that's kind of part of it. Yeah, the fire's playing a big part in this one, but it's also unfamiliarity. Like, he's a spear guy. I gotta know when to jump, when to dodge. Usually it doesn't seem like it's a good idea to dodge at all. But every once in a while I sneak a good one in. might have been onto something with the shield, but never really liked using it too much. I think I said this in a previous stream, but it's like the tools have never been something that I favored. I was always more about the techniques. I wonder if when he does that jumping move, I could, like, do the aerial death blow. Damn, he did not last all that long this time around. Oh! Focusing on the wrong guy, Wolf. I should probably kill that guy too, just to eliminate any possibility that I might accidentally lock onto him. I jumped at the same time he did, and I attempted to hit him. Didn't seem like it worked. Oops, that's not what I meant. Dodging to the side. Right, son of a bitch. Shield saved me that time. Good to have in the last little stretch there. Do you talk? Guess it doesn't matter. Okay, well, I'm glad I got that out of the way. And unfortunately, there wasn't an additional prayer breed lying anywhere, nor did I pick one up just by doing nothing. Which isn't unexpected, but, you know, I was kind of hoping. I'm trying to think, what other bosses are there? You know what? There's a couple of the Headless. I don't remember, because I've fought and I've beaten 3 or 4 of them. I don't remember if they drop prayer beads, but it's definitely possible. But I don't know if there's another boss out there anywhere, like, you know, a mid-boss, that I could do anything about. So I could get that fourth prayer bead. Yeah, 3 out of 4. That's just like a damn shame. Thinking about it, it was like, you know, there's the Buddha thing at the dilapidated temple where one pops up. And I think the only reason one popped up was because that when Ashina got assaulted, one of those shinobi that was near the snake tower or temple or whatever that is, he just was gone. He was no longer there. Instead, he was replaced by a monkey. So I think because I never got a chance to actually defeat him, it just popped up there for like a small monetary amount.
Kuro-sama. 見よ、不思議のもう一振りよ。
I mean second Mortal Blade. I got the OG.
健一郎殿
Oh,
そのようなものでは
I guess it did something
決
though.
してアシナの命運は変わりませぬ。狼よ、流因など誰の手にもあるべきではないのだ。苦労をかけるな。
行為。参る。ああ、姉妹としよう。
Alright, let's hope it fares better than last time. Also, where did he get another Mortal Blade though? Okay. Maybe I shouldn't. Try to block if he indeed has a Mortal Blade. Audio cutting out. Oof. Oh, that's hard to see. Oh. Yeah, that thing's got some range on it. Oof. Nice.
ユーインがこの国を生かす。これでアシナの世は明ける。
哀れな孫の最後の願いじゃ。わしはこのアシナをよみがえらせねばならぬ。故に赤炉。
Okay. Who are you? The father? Oh no, this is Ishin. I mean, I should have known that there was another boss battle, but still, a little disappointed. Goddamn. Okay. I was gonna say I can't pause during this. Oh boy, I don't even know what I want to do or use, if anything. Every time I try to go for an attack, he supersedes me. Oh, you can't cut through that. I don't think I let go of the button. Okay, this is gonna take a few tries. I guess I'll resurrect and see if I can try to learn his pattern here. Man, that actually still cuts through. Even if I time it perfectly, I guess I gotta do it twice. It's like fighting those other guys. Oh well. So I wonder, is this... I guess if I go through here again, I probably have to fight Genichiro again, and then... do him. That's a shame. I was hoping, I don't know, not to fight a boss with 3 tiers of health, but let's see. There goes all that experience I got from the 7 spears, dude. Well, whatever. I figured what a perfect way to end to fight Genichiro at the last battle. So I was kind of going balls to the walls. Maybe I'll try to be a little bit more careful here, but, oh yeah. Jeez. Wrong way. Ooh. That didn't happen the first time. Too slow on the dodge. I was doing better too. First time I fought him. Trying to be a little bit more collected, but let's try it again. Hold on, I'll play this for a sec while I check on something. Got a weird drop here. Okay, I guess it's nothing. Surprised I still blocked that. Don't flinch, huh? Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, so let's try this guy again. I want to fight him kind of more in open territory, though, so I can see everything that he's doing. I don't want to be messing around in this whole wheat fields business. Damn. When he first rushed over there, I thought he was facing the other way. I think the shield will be a good tactic. I think I should get his health down further first. I didn't even want to chance it. Jesus. It's like I don't know when to make my strike. Also having a hard time reading them as to when I want to, you know, dodge. When I want to jump. Guess it's best if I... Oh, that was weird. Okay, so here we are. Once again with some Sekiro. This is going to be weird because I'm going to splice this together with the last stream. Last stream, we had some complications with the stream. Namely, my internet basically was sputtering in and out, so there was some bad delays, and then eventually it just cut me off entirely, which I didn't even notice until... I don't know, probably like 15, 20 minutes after it happened. So it was a bit of a pain, but I pressed on. I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to see if I could do this boss anyway. And then I'll do what I did before with the owl, where I will, you know, just go until we have the last little death blow. Wait. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Gotta make sure my speakers are off. And then once the death blow pops up, then I'll just go ahead and pause it, and then we'll be all good. So anyway, I go through this boss, and he is a motherfucker. It's a massively hard boss. I get to the final stage. There's 4 stages in all, and you have to do it, you know, pretty seamlessly the first couple times around. So you gotta learn those moves, all that. I get through it. I get to the end. I get him highly posture damaged until he's ready for the final death blow. I'm about to initiate it, and then he recovers almost instantly. You know, if had I taken the time to press the button, the R1 button, I would have been able to kill him right then and there, but it wouldn't have been on stream. And that would have been an issue, I think, because it would have been a shame, and then, you know, would have launched into the cutscene for the final parts of the game, which would have been a pain. So, okay. I was like, maybe I just missed it. So I try it again. I go through a little bit further. Get him posture damaged again. Get him ready for that final death blow. I was right there. I paused, but it was too late. He already got back up. So I attempt to do it a third time. See, maybe if I can get his health all the way down, because it was pretty close to the end there. And he kills me. So that was, what do I want to say? Depressing, debilitating, defeating. It was bad. And I was pained by that. And I didn't really feel like going through the entirety of the boss again. And it's difficult to the point where I don't know if I wanted to do it on stream. So I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can get there again, but just didn't have it in me. Tried to do it again, didn't work. And by the time the internet was back up, it was like, whatever. So what ended up happening was I ended up doing this off stream, and I do have it recorded. So we get to see it in full glory. For some reason, the audio isn't registering. Let's see, maybe it's line 1. Or no, the speakers. There we go. Okay, so this is my whatever attempt, but this is the one that I actually recorded. So we're getting through here pretty hastily. Especially at this point, I just wanted it to be over with. But I did learn the patterns pretty well. I knew what to dodge. Genichiro is a hell of a thing to get through the first time around. If we've seen the last stream, then we know that Ishin comes back after we defeat him. But hey, that's not bad. Also, yes, I know it's only in the right ear. For some reason, when I was recording it, the audio didn't register on the left-hand side, which is unfortunate. So we get through Genichiro. If you don't know his patterns, you're in for kind of a long battle. But, you know, if you could master them, then you're good. You're golden. And I was able to get through, you know, pretty well by the end there. Then we get to Ishin. His first phase isn't bad. He's got pretty slow attacks. They're, you know. Oof. Just looking at that makes me sort of clench a little bit. They're broadcasted pretty easily. You recognize his patterns. After you hit him a couple times, he'll immediately hit you. And if you don't immediately block, then, you know, he's gonna plow right through you. So, hold on, let me see something. I was able to get through him, learn his moves pretty readily. Then he goes to this phase, and this was actually on stream when I got to this second phase there of Ishin, which I guess is the third phase of this boss entirely. But yeah, he pulls out the spear, and he's got a gun with him, and I think he even still has a sword. He's got like a gun blade. It's pretty weird. Anyway, this is very intimidating, but like most of the Sekiro bosses that are just like really hard for people, the game favors aggressive gameplay. So if you're going after him, it's a lot better. Also, all of those, you know, undodgeable moves, I forget what they call them, but the ones where the red kanji pops up. Usually, I think there's one where he does like a sweep, but he doesn't do it often. But usually he's gonna do a thrust attack, which means you can do your good old step counter, or you step on his, you know, spear like that. Big time posture damage. What usually happens is if you back up away from him, or you get a good distance away, he will do that, you know, that flying move. And if you can dodge that right, you get a couple hits in. So, the good thing about this boss is that when you're getting them hits in, you can take down a quarter of his health, and a lot of that posture damage is going to stick. So, you see I didn't even I got maybe a third down. And was able to get him there. So this third phase for Ishin, fourth phase overall, he starts with this crap. He's got the lightning attack and all that. Same stuff as usual, jump in the air, press R1. You're gonna be able to get him some damage and stun him for a sec, so. You can dodge it, which is good. Look at it just there, so. But overall, it's kind of the same as the previous phase. It's just that he's got those long range attacks, which are very easy to dodge. You just gotta know when to look for it. And then he's got the lightning, all of which is extremely intimidating. But he still does the thing where he, you get a good distance away from him, he's gonna hop in the air, sidestep him, try to get him. Gun sometimes happens. It's a bit of a pain if he gets you in a bad state, but Okay, so getting through this. So far not doing too bad. I haven't died once. I've only used 3 gourds. He's taking some high posture damage and I've gotten his health down pretty far, but that was mostly assisted by the fact that he was doing those electricity attacks. Okay, so there we go, first death. Resurrect, try to get some health back. This is where it's on. This is where it starts getting real asshole clenchy. Also those big area of effect whirlwind attacks are pain. If you dodge, or not even dodge, if you run and then a lot of times you won't actually clear it. Oof, that was bad. But if you jump at the right time, you'll be able to pretty much dodge it. So this is where it's on. I'm figuring I'm dead right here. But at the same time, his posture damage is so high, he just needs a couple more hits. And then magically, was able to get it right there. Guy takes 2 death blows. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. And that's where it ends. And that's where we begin. And hopefully that screen is still up. Yep. There we are. Okay, so we're hoping that the worst is behind us. I really hope there's nothing else after this, but who can say? But it looks like he's gonna need that one final death blow after. So why don't we give it to him and see what we could do and make out of the end of this story. Yeah. Kind of hoping his head would fall off. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Battle memory of an extraordinary foe lingering within the mind of the wolf. Commune with the sculptor's idol to confront memories of battle to permanently increase attack power. At his peak, Ashina devoted himself to deadly conflict in pursuit of strength. A single-minded killing machine of a man. And yes, he was. And we got the Dragon Flash, which I guess... From the looks of it, let's see, combat art, performs high-speed cut from sheath stance. Ah, okay, he did this one. I don't know if that was on the recording, but he'll sheath his blade, pause for a moment, and then he'll rush at you like really fast and do 2 major cuts. You can block the first one, but you can't block the second. So it's best to, when you're seeing it, just kind of dodge and hope you don't get hit. Charged to send out shockwaves, cost spirit items to use. In his younger years, Ishin was a devil with a sword, spending his days in pursuit of life or death combat. He often ruminated on how a cut should be made, but his blade always moved first. Okay, so we gotta find Kuro. Oh, there he is. Okay.
どこじゃ狼
So if we remember, he got cut by Genichiro. Also, we did all that work to get both of those tiers, so let's do them both and get this mega ending.
おそばにおります。竜の涙。参りましょう、我が巫女。
So, did he give him the frozen tears too? Maybe that's coming up.
九郎殿、今はどうか安らかに私の心にとどまってください。さようなら、みんな。私は行かねばなりません。我らの因果を断ち切るために。とても長い旅になります。それでも共に来てくださるのですか？
はい。
ありがとう、竜の忍びよ。九郎殿も喜んでおります。参りましょう。西に神なる竜の故郷に。
Okay. Whew. Alright, yeah, that was it. I was a little bit worried at first. Maybe I made a mistake and picked the wrong one, because, I don't know, it seemed kind of weird. I wonder what the differences is between the other endings, but that was correct, because the whole goal was to return the dragon to its birthplace, or at least the power, or whatever it is. Okay, so that was what a very trying game at the very end there. And this game was difficult throughout, but I think that last boss was something else. Jeez. But I'm relieved it's over. And who knows, maybe I'll do subsequent playthroughs at some other point. After playing it, and this is probably the quickest I've ever gone through From Software, you know, sort of Souls-ish game. Oh man, I'm hard pressed to say it, but I think this might be my favorite out of Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 through 3, Bloodborne, and this Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I don't know. I'm gonna need some time to ruminate and think. Let the pot stew a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I think I might be. I just like the pacing of it. I like the fact that there wasn't the whole, RPG elements, because sometimes that could be a pain, because sometimes when you're playing a Souls game and you come across a boss and you realize, oh man, I should have leveled up this stat instead of this other one or whatever. Min-maxing has never been my favorite thing to do. And when this kind of eliminates it and just goes on pure skill for the most part, and I mean, granted, you'll find your upgrades throughout that can make things a little bit easier, but nothing too detailed. Yeah, I don't know. I like the pacing of it a lot better, and I played it all the way through. Now, partly because I was streaming it, but hey, I was streaming parts of Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 when they came out, and I just didn't have it in me to go all the way through with them. And I had to take breaks and all this stuff. This one I played straight through. I found the story fascinating. I guess that was part of it too. There's a story in this game, and it sort of kept me hooked. Not that it was always, at the forefront, but it was interesting, and I wanted to find out what was going on. All the weird stuff, like at the Senpo Temple, and, the immortality, all that started coming up. It definitely got me hooked in the end there. It's definitely easier also than any of the Souls games. You have your resurrection power, or you could revive right into the battle. And I mean, you could get your ass blasted by an enemy that's coming at you if you're not careful, but still better than going immediately to a bonfire or anything else upon death. And then, some of the skills and the abilities that make things a little bit easier. I mean, obviously it's going to be a more fast-paced, action-packed game, but I guess that lends itself to the whole skill realm. You can make some things a little easier than sort of the rigidity of the other games that From Software has made. But yeah, definitely like the gameplay. Fast-paced action. It's kind of like when I first played Bloodborne. I'm like, man, I like this faster pace. I like it a lot better than the Souls stuff. But even that one, pales. It's a snail's pace compared to this one. This is like blitzing through stuff. I like the enemy variety, the bosses. I mean, they were all fun to get through. The ones that I found the most difficult were the Demon of Hatred and Ishin. It was just a pain in the ass, but I managed to get through it. I don't know if, you know what? I'm going to say there was more difficult bosses for me when it came to the soul stuff. I'm trying to think, first playthrough, obviously, Smog and Ornstein. That was bad when I first played that game. Of course, I was using mouse and keyboard at the time, too, and that was not ideal. You get used to it, but it is not good for a boss battle like that. Dark Souls 3, I want to say Pontiff something, Sullivan, something like that. Large sweeping attacks. I just couldn't get the hang of that. That was bad too. Bloodborne. I can't remember his name. Dude on a throne. He was on top of the big mansion that you take the horse carriage to. That guy was a pain. I would almost say that some of those guys were harder than, even the hardest bosses in this game. But that's not to sell this one short. I mean, it definitely has its difficulties, so I think its reputation is somewhat well earned, but at the same time, people saying that it's impossible and this, that, and the other. Nah, it's relatively easy compared to other Souls games, so I'm surprised if anybody made that complaint if they hadn't played any of the other similar games that made by From Software. A lot of this reminds me of Ninja Gaiden too, the newer ones. Actually, it kind of seems, sort of similar to that, but also sort of an evolution of the old NES games as well. But very good. I enjoyed it. And let's see what happens now. start playthrough number 2 now. If you choose to start playthrough number 2 now, you may do so by accessing the large sculptor's idol in the dilapidated temple at any time. Sure. You will not be able to return to the current playthrough number 1 upon starting number 2. Are you sure you want to start playthrough number 2? No, maybe not. I didn't know that you actually continued. I thought it might just spit you out back at the menu or something. But that's an idea. Maybe I could go through, if I do decide to do a second playthrough, take a look at another ending or something like that. I could just pick up whatever I missed here. And then, yeah. Go see this idol. Where is it? Or is it this one? I don't know. They said something like the giant one? Giant sculptor's idol at the dilapidated temple. Man, I ain't got no idea. Man, I think I had one skill point to start off with. And that's all I got from all that. Yeah, I guess that's like no, not that, no. Enhance the attack power. Saint Ishin. Battle memory of an extraordinary foe, although distant recollection of such a memory provided sustenance for the wolf. One who returns from the great beyond does so at the peak of their prosperity. Ishin coveted strength and all manner of techniques throughout his mortal struggle. He wished for war until his final hour, and that is precisely what he got. So there's a bit of lore surrounding that, and I'm not too sure I'm clear on it, but I was trying to find out in between streams, like, okay, where did Genichiro get this other mortal blade? Was that ever explained? And then I found out, no, not really. he went and grabbed one from somewhere. And looking into it, I don't know, do you get it or something? I'm basically looking at the wiki, and what it said was that the mortal blade, if committed to some kind of sacrifice, I wonder what she has to say. Okay, same things. Old bastard. So anyway, if you perform some kind of sacrifice with that mortal blade, I don't know if it counts with this one, you can basically bring somebody back from the underworld. So Ishin having died at that point, and Genichiro having failed in his task to beat the wolf and restore Ashina to glory, sacrificed himself and brought Ishin back, I guess at peak strength. Let me see if it says something about this mortal blade. Dachi capable of slaying the undying. Its crimson blade will take the life of any who dares draw it. Without the power of resurrection, one could not hope to wield this weapon, which allows one to defeat even infested beings. Long concealed within Senpo Temple, the blade is inscribed with its true name, Gracious Gift of Tears. Okay. So I guess not. Maybe this is. Old text describing a black mortal blade. I wonder where this came from. In addition to the red mortal blade, there exists one that is black in color. The blade's name is Open Gate, and is said to hold the power to open a gate to the underworld. It is through this process, or this power, that it creates life. I beseech you, make offerings for the dragon's blood. Okay. So that's where they got that lore from. Then Holy Chapter, Dragon's Return, Sacred Passage on the Path to Enlightenment. Undying, I pray for the dragon's return. Undying, lo, let us wait an age for the divine heir to assimilate the cold dragon tears, for the cradle to consume the pair of serpentine fruits. Let the cradle endure, giving him shelter, granting his return to the west. So that's the setup for the ending that we went into. I wonder who sent this letter. Anyway. Yeah, that was pretty intense. And a fine end to a good game. So, if they make a second one, hey, they could do that Journey to the West. That'd be neat. Who knows? I mean, Bloodborne was a success too, and we still haven't seen a sequel to that. That was, what, 5 years ago? Jesus. Ridiculous. But I think I'm going to try to set up here depending on... No, I don't want to make any promises, because I need to see about something here. But if I'm able to keep streaming, I am going to set up for a different game. But it requires a bit of technical difficulties. So I need to stop the stream in order to do that. But I also need to check on a couple things. So if I'm back, I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll play something else. So thanks for watching.